Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Watch Your Language. And at this sound the multitude came together, and they were bewildered, because each one was hearing them speak in his own language. Acts chapter 2, verse 6. When I was at Union College, one of my jobs was to work the desk at Prescott Hall in the boys' dorm. It was an easy job. I'd usually get 4 short calls in a 4-hour shift and have the rest of the time to do homework or chat with friends who stopped by. One night I answered the call of someone in crisis. The phone rang and I answered it. Prescott Hall. How can I help you? The answer was very quiet and timid. Jose? I'm sorry, I said. I didn't catch his last name. Is he a student here? Jose? It was obvious this woman didn't speak English. No problem. There were only a handful of Joses and I knew most of them. So by process of elimination I found him and attempted to transfer the call. I would have been fine had Jose not been on his phone giving me a busy signal. I was forced to try to explain to the woman, I presumed to be his mother, that Jose was busy and that she should call back. She answered with a shriek, Jose! I was left with only one option. I transferred her to the girls' dorm to let them deal with it. It didn't take long for the call to bounce back with this poor woman wailing for Jose. Mercifully, my Hispanic friend Gil walked in just then, and I frantically handed him the phone. He explained the situation to me and the problem was resolved. What just happened? Was I telling this woman anything wrong? No, but I wasn't speaking her language. One of the most amazing occurrences in the book of Acts is Pentecost. God pours out His Holy Spirit on His people, and they all spoke in tongues, so that everyone heard the gospel in their own language. Sometimes we think there's only one way to communicate the gospel. Not true. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1 and 2 tells us that God speaks to His people in many ways. Adults sometimes forget this when they try to connect with youth in church, and sometimes it's easy to forget this when youth try to worship in ways adults don't understand. It's important to give each other grace and seek to find ways to communicate God's love in ways we all understand. May God bless you today.